Hello, my name is Xonevant. Today is Saturday, January 25th, and this is your Daily Dose. Alright guys, so it's Saturday. I know a lot of you guys are hitting me up on Facebook and stuff, let me know what games you're playing right now. I love to hear that kind of stuff, especially on the weekend, because I know that everybody tends to kind of relax on the weekend. So if you ever want to hit me up on Facebook or something, let me know what games you're playing. That's cool. And I always like to hear that kind of stuff. But everything's been going good for me this past week. Got a lot of Sleeping Dogs up on the channel. I think we're on episode, I think as of the time you're watching this, I've put up 5. I'm obviously putting up 1 a day until we finish a series. I don't think there's going to be that many videos, at least not as many as normal. The game was actually pretty straightforward, and it's good. You know, here's what I like about doing these personal plays for you guys, and this is kind of where I need some feedback too in the comments if you guys don't mind. But I know a lot of times with Let's Play type videos, people have their preferences, right? You know, sometimes they want, you know, the best gameplay on the planet. You know, they want the hardest difficulty, they want the cleanest runs possible, you know, more or less like perfect gameplay. And then there's some people who actually want to see, you know, someone experience the game for the first time, not really know what to do, you know, kind of bumble around a bit and get better as the game progresses, you know what I mean? And you can see that character arc, you know, like my character arc, from being like a new player to, you know, becoming more of an average player or slightly above average player over the course of that particular game. Now, the way that I personally play games, which is why that series is called Personal Plays, is I like to just get in there and have a good time. I don't really care about doing perfect stuff. You know, I have a series on the channel for that. You know, the Road to Completion series is typically going to be where I put all of my quote-unquote beastly runs, and that's kind of where that's going to be at. The Personal Play to me is like a whole different feel, you know what I mean? You know, it just allows me to get in there and have a good time with a game without having to worry about trophies and achievements and, you know, doing that kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, if you guys will, you know, if you guys want to see these personal plays, you know, and I'm not saying all the time, guys, because for me to hop into a game and do perfect runs and stuff like that every single time I play a game, you know, I think I would just lose some of the fun of it. But, you know, I don't mind periodically. Like, I know last year I did the Let's Play for Call of Duty World at War, and like midway through, you guys were like, hey, we don't want to really see like you talk about the tutorial of the game, we just want to see you play the game like as best you can. And that was actually kind of, you know, more fun for that. So let me know in the comments, what do you guys want to see with these personal plays? You know, go ahead and watch Sleeping Dogs from beginning to end, see what you think, you know, give me your critique, because I know the beginning is kind of slow because I don't know how the gun mechanics work. I don't really know the map. I don't really know exactly where I'm going sometimes, because, you know, these open world games are a little bit tougher to film because, you know, I want to get to the end of it. I don't want to spoil the entire game for you guys in terms of finding everything and all that kind of stuff. And like I said, if I was going to do that, I would put it in a Road to Completion. So I have all these different playlists for kind of like my different personalities when it comes to games. All right, so the next thing I wanted to talk about was Thursday and Friday's Daily Dose. So far, they've been pretty well received. A lot of you guys are kind of agreeing with what I was saying about YouTube and making it a career. You know, go back and watch them if you haven't. I know they're pretty long, you know, daily doses, but, you know, I have a lot to say about that particular topic, man. YouTube is just a shady place, in my opinion. And, you know, when you get on this website and you're trying to compete for views, you will do shady things. You almost have to do shady things in order to get ahead. So if you haven't seen those videos, make sure you go back and check them out. It's probably going to be one of the only times that I mention money and YouTube and that kind of stuff in terms of job and all that kind of stuff on my channel. I'm not saying I won't do it in the future, just because you never know what, you know, what might happen. But for now, you know, there's not really much to say. I think a lot of people who watch YouTube know there are some shady people who just do some shady stuff. You know, that's the world, man. Yeah, that's just human nature. You know, you're gonna have people that try to cheat the system with everything in life. So go back and check out those videos if you missed them. I think you guys will absolutely enjoy them. And the reason why I bring this up is because VGM Professor actually left a comment on one of the videos, and it basically said, look, you know, I would rather you grow, talking about Square One Games. He was like, look, I would rather you grow the way that you're growing right now, as long as it's attracting the right kind of subscribers, you know, people who aren't whining and complaining all the time about stupid stuff. Because when you go to most comment sections on YouTube and you look at their commenters, right, they're just whining and complaining and threatening to unsubscribe and, you know, telling the commentator what he is and what he ain't gonna post and all this kind of stuff. And if you post this video again or you post this type of gameplay again, I'm out of here. See, and VGM Professor was like, look, you don't have that in your comment section. And he's like, basically, when I come to your comment section, I don't ever have to worry about the nonsense. It's all people putting in, you know, fabulous input, actually trying to be a part of this community. And if they have an issue, if they have a complaint, or they have a disagreement with me or anybody else in the comment section, you know, they address it, you know, maturely. They don't whine and cry and complain about it. You know what I mean? And I thought that was pretty cool. So he was like, look, I'd rather you grow at the pace you're growing now, but attract the right kind of subscribers, right? Because look, here's the thing, guys. If I start cheating and lying and doing all this shady stuff that I was talking about in those videos the other day, I will attract a certain kind of demographic. I will attract a certain kind of, you know, viewer to this channel that will, for a lack of a better word, corrupt what we have going on here. You know what I mean? We have some intelligent viewers out there. You guys are some intelligent people, and some of you guys are young. And I've said this before, age has nothing to do with maturity. I remember when I was 16, 17, 18, you know, I was, you know, helping my parents out with bills because they had both lost their job. I was a mature 16, 17, 18-year-old. You know what I mean? I had to grow up. I had to grow up. See what I mean? And if you're looking for like fart jokes and boob jokes and sexual jokes and all that kind of stuff on my channel, you're never gonna get it. And the reason why is because those kind of videos attract a certain kind of viewer, and I don't want them on my channel. I want people with intelligence. I want people that I can have a conversation with. You see what I mean? And you can't have a conversation with somebody who says this video sucks. Right? You just can't. That person, you cannot have a conversation with that dude. But if you find somebody who says, look, I didn't really like this video and here's the reasons why, you know, I didn't like this, I didn't like that, and I wish you could improve on this, I would love to see what you do in the future with your videos. See what I mean? I can talk to that person all day long. And right now, that's the kind of viewer that we have on this channel. So thanks, VGN Professor, for sharing that with me. That was really cool, man. I like that. It's hard to cover everything in the videos, you know what I mean? And that's really something I wish I would have brought up in those videos. Alright guys, so there's also been a lot of recording this week, a lot of recording. I can't even tell you how much recording has been done on this channel. You know, not just to finish out the last couple days of this month, but I'm also in prep for next month. Remember, on February the 1st, I will be releasing my monthly preview for February, so you know exactly what games I'm covering for that month. Alright, I can tell you right now that I'm currently working on 3 road to completion projects, 2 of which are a secret, one of which is obviously the Brothers, A Tale of Two Sons. That's actually going to start filming probably either later on today or tomorrow, and we're hoping to wrap that up by Tuesday, Wednesday of next week. So you guys are probably going to start seeing those videos drop sometime around the end of next week. Or you know, at least by the weekend. So that's going to be pretty cool. And like I said, I know that Brothers is not a game that everybody's necessarily going to want to play, but I think it's going to be something that you guys may want to see. And that's what I'm really hoping happens to the Road to Completion series this year, is that, you know, even if I cover a game that you may or may not ever want to get trophies and achievements for, I think that the nature of the videos, the fact that you're watching me or, you know, me and someone else go through a game 100% is kind of a fascinating experience to watch. You know, especially because it's going to be all live commentary, very little editing, and you know, it's just happening right in front of your eyes. You know what I mean? So I think that some of you guys are going to want to watch these videos even though you're never gonna, you know, maybe you don't even care about the game, maybe you think the game is garbage, you know what I mean? But I think at the end of the day, that's not really gonna matter, because I think the experience of it all is watching somebody go through a game, pretty much doing a perfect run, you know what I mean, in chronological order, getting everything out. And I think that's gonna make for a pretty fascinating show. So that's gonna be launched here soon. I know you guys have been waiting on the new Road to Completion format. It's taken me, like I said, a little bit less than a year to get this thing exactly the way I want it, and, you know, to be able to launch it, get the graphics, because I'm so busy. It's going to be the main show that we do this year on the channel, other than the Daily Dose and the Vault, and I think you guys are really going to enjoy it. Alright guys, so that's pretty much it for me this week. I'm going to leave you guys with some sniping gameplay. Remember, this is not quote-unquote spectacular sniping gameplay, but yeah, for never really sniping in a Battlefield game, and only really spending an hour doing it, you know, I've probably spent maybe 2 hours total in my life sniping in any first-person game ever, you know what I mean? So hopefully you guys enjoy these last couple of clips, and you guys be good. But I'll get my timing down though. I'll get my timing down. This guy's still over here. They're trying to get me so bad right here, dude. They can't get me. Oh, get down, son, with that headshot, baby. Ooh. How do you feel, baby?